Good morning, everybody. Thanks for taking your time to come here. How many of you are here for the first time? Whoa. So how many of you here for more than 3 years? Still equal hands. Okay, great. Okay, welcome everybody. I hope you're getting some good weather out there, but unfortunately you're stuck here for 3 days inside this building. You can't get away. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Saravana Kumar. I'm the founder of BizTalk 360 and now Service Bus 360. So I'm coming more from a BizTalk background. Now, like everybody else, we are looking into cloud and moving in that direction. I'm just going to cover up like a first 5 minutes to give you a quick intro, and then let's move on. The schedule is going to be pretty tight for the next 3 days. You probably ought to check there's almost back-to-back sessions. So this is going to be our hashtag for the next 3 days. There's already some interesting tweets coming along. So if you are in Twitter or any social media, just please feel free to use this hashtag. And I know there are tons of people out there are looking out for the content, and they wanted to know what's happening here. Last year we did live streaming, but unfortunately we couldn't do it this year for a lot of logistics reasons. The main thank you for all our sponsors. Still, this event is kind of community driven. So we are relying on sponsors, especially people like Microsoft, and Codit has done a great job for us in the last few years. And there are a few more new sponsors like Bouvet, Reply, and Active Adopter, and some of the silver sponsors like Affinius, Middleway, and QuickLearn. I just want to give a big thank you to Microsoft and especially Jim, because without Jim, I would have struggled to do the logistics of the speakers all from Microsoft. So you know probably like 50% of the speakers are from Microsoft, and all of them flew from Redmond. And you can imagine the amount of planning gone behind the scene. So big applause to Jim. Jim is right here. And you will be seeing all those Microsoft speakers throughout the sessions. And the good thing about the conference is all of them are going to be here throughout. So they're not going to, I think one of the rules we set when we are looking for speakers is you cannot disappear. Like we don't want a flying visit, come, just speak, and then leave. So we want people to be hanging out here for 3 days. So you can collaborate and you can ask your questions. And we wanted to make it more like integrating all the integrators is a job we are trying to do here. So you can have like a much more collaboration for the 3 days. And thank you to all our speakers, 28 of them now, the final count, and it's mainly Microsoft and BizTalk integration and Azure MVPs. So they are also here, and you have a great opportunity to see them, speak to them for the next 3 days. So the really exciting sessions out there. Like I know a lot of people put an enormous amount of effort into creating those sessions. So we kept it intentionally. We kept it very short, 30 to 40 minutes, so that we can cut out all the loose talk and it's straight on to the session. And you wanted to get content out of each session. So every session is timed at 30 to 40 minutes, except the keynote, which is going to go for 1 hour. We also do a bunch of community activities. So most of you are aware of the Integration Monday and Middleware Friday we are doing. So Integration Monday has been going on for last over 2 years now. We started back in January 2015. And last week we had our 100th episode. It was a really awesome one where the product group came, and it was an open Q&A, and it's available. And it was a really good Q&A session. And if you haven't watched it, the videos are out there. You can watch it. Middleware Friday is another initiative we started beginning of the year. It's mainly driven by Kent, who is sitting here in the second row. It's a weekly short, like a video blog kind of stuff. So it's a kind of you can imagine like a news channel for integration. So he picks up some interesting topic that happened that week, and then he blogs about it, and then he have a quick video video blog about it. So he brings some interesting speakers and he talks about some technology, so you can keep a note of it. I think next one is really big. People ask me, like, now you can relax, and since the event is started, after a few months of hard work, you can now relax and go and have a pint of beer, but that's not the case. So we're announcing Integrate US, so that's in October, 25th, 26th, and 27th. Okay, it may not be exciting for audience here, but it is definitely exciting for the people over there in US. So for some reason, they don't tend to travel to this part of the world for conferences. So I guess there are some less than 10 people from US attending this conference. But we received quite a lot of interest, people asking us, like, can you do the US one? We did one in 2014, so we couldn't do a couple of years in between. But this year, we decided we will do it again. So again, we are coordinating with Jim and Microsoft. The venue is sorted, and then the registration will go live by 1st of July. So the guys are working on the logistics and those part of things. Okay, I think that's all I have with my intro speech. Let me introduce Duncan Barker. Duncan works as a business development manager with BizTalk 360. So most of you might have known about BizTalk 360 and what we are doing as a company, but we thought it would be good to give like a 5 minutes catch up of who we are and how we have grown as a company from starting from scratch. So for those of you who don't know, like a company just started with me back in 2011. So let me pass it on to Duncan yet.
Okay, thank you, Savannah. Good morning. Before I introduce our keynote speaker, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Duncan Barker. I joined Saravana and the team as Business Development Manager at the end of last year, and I've already been fortunate to have spoken to quite a number of you already. However, if you don't know me, I'll try to introduce myself to as many of you as possible during the next 3 days. Briefly, my role in BizTalk 360 is quite wide-ranging, from strengthening our relationships with existing partners, developing relationships with new partners and evangelists, to introducing BizTalk 360 and Service Bus 360 to new potential users. I'd like to take a few minutes, if I may, to talk about BizTalk 360, the company, because behind every successful product, there is a group of people working their socks off. So I'd first like to pay tribute to the now 50-strong team that we have. Although they're working in 2 different locations, London and Coimbatore in India, they work very much as one team. It does sound like a cliche, but it's a huge team effort. And that is achieved by having really close-knit groups around areas such as product development, licensing, sales, marketing support, client relationship, and accounts. It's all orchestrated by the one man who never stops smiling, Saravanan Kumar, our CEO, founder, and mentor to many. Saravanan has taken BizTalk 360, the company and the product, from very humble beginnings in his Orpington living room to an internationally known software provider to the largest of enterprises. All of us in BizTalk 360 are proud to serve 500 clients in about 30 countries. Now, you'll all agree with me, that's a meteoric rise by any standards, but we haven't stopped there. And the new releases and the new features keep rolling in to fulfill our main requirement, which is providing our clients and partners with a top-of-the-class operations, monitoring, and analytics software for BizTalk Server. And when I say serve our clients, I mean exactly that. Our clients have been the inspiration behind many of the features in BizTalk 360. We speak to our clients on a regular basis, listen to their recommendations, and most importantly, we learn. And it's how the product evolves, and we're very grateful for that. But one product is not enough for such a forward-thinking company. So I'm pleased to report the early success of our second product, Service Bus 360, which is monitoring for Azure Service Bus. Launched at the end of last year, beginning of this year, our developers have been busy adding new features every couple of weeks, and the hard work has really paid off with our first 2 paying customers. Our team effort, as Saravanan mentioned, extends to the BizTalk community at large, and Integrate 2017 is just one successful example of our commitment to anyone who touches BizTalk and integration in general. Our technical leads, they write regular blogs that I'm sure you read on a regular basis. As Saravanda mentioned, Integration Monday and Middleware Friday have been a success, and we're already planning the next one, which is Integrate 2017 USA in Redmond in October. So in a nutshell, BizTalk 360 is a dynamic company, helped in no small part by our partners, some of whom are with us here today. There are also many valued clients here in the audience, plus a good number of you who I hope will become clients very, very soon. So anyway, in conclusion, please, all of you, make yourselves known to the BizTalk 360 team, because we want to form friendships with every single one of you, and the next few days are going to be absolutely ideal for doing that.